Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition. Today, we're going to learn the B flat major scale and the G minor scale. So, if you haven't watched last week's music theory lesson, I highly suggest that you do, because we went over what the major scale is, the minor scale, and the chromatic scale. Though we're not working on the chromatic scale today, we are working on the minor scale and the major scale. We're going to learn the B flat major scale. And the B flat major scale has B flat and E flat. So, let's learn this note by note. All right, so our first note is B flat, and we have learned this note before, but in case you need a reminder, it's a thumb down, index, and then index and pinky, and it sounds like this. Go ahead and play the B flat note. Great, okay. So the next note we have is C. And if you remember, we take the thumb off and index. We still have this index and this pinky down. So the first two notes are. Why don't you play with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. And our next note is D. So when we're working on our scales, basically we're going up this staff and then we're going to come back down the staff. It's just, each note up. So after C is D. Now D is thumb down, and then we have the middle and ring, and then we have index, middle, and pinky. Why don't you play with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the next note is our E flat. In E flat, we're just gonna put the pinky down. Why don't you play with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note is F. So F is thumb down. We have our index, middle, and ring, and then we have index and pinky. Why don't you play with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then of course, the next note is G, and G, we just take off our index finger. All right, why don't you join me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note is A. And A is our thumb down, index, middle, and then pinky. And then our last note we end on is the B flat. Remember, our fingers are the same as the lower B flat. Everything we do, we change with our mouth and the way we hold our flutes. All right, so let's play all the way up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is play all those same notes, but we're going to play them back down. So that means the next note is A. So why don't we just start from the high B and we'll come back down. So play with me, B to A, B flat to A. And then our next note is G. Play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note is F. Join in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next one is E flat. Then back down to D. Play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note is C. And then it'll land us back to B flat. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's play it straight through all the way up and then coming back down. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're really going to want to learn these scales, and I mean really learn them. I mean to the point where you have them memorized. You're going to need it. So why don't we try playing it all the way up by memory? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's play it downwards from memory. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's play it all the way up and all the way down from memory. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. If you're struggling with them or you're having a hard time remembering them, go back and just practice, practice, practice. It took me a while to be able to memorize them. So don't feel bad if you didn't remember. Also, just remember, it's straight up from on the staff and straight down on the staff. Each note, B, C, D, E, F, B. B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B. Just straight up, straight down. Okay, so just practice those. Work on them. Try to memorize them. All right, so let's move on to the G minor scale. Now, the G minor scale has the same flats as B flat major. So in this scale, it's still going to have B flat and E flat. But this time, we're going to start on the note G. So just so you can hear the difference between the major scale and the minor scale. So here is the scale we just played. This is the B flat major scale. Now here is the G minor scale. Do you hear how the G minor scale has a little bit more of a sad feeling? Now the third note is where it really makes the difference in whether it sounds major or minor. So, you know, versus all right, so our minor scales are just as important to learn and memorize as our major scales. So let's start working on our G minor scale. So the G minor scale, of course, starts on G. Now you can tell what note we're going to start on from the name of the scale. So it was B flat major, we started on B flat. G minor scale, we're going to start on G. All right, so once again, we're not really learning any new notes today, but I will still give a quick reminder as we go up, well, and down's the same notes. Okay, so G is the thumb, and then we have index, middle, ring, and pinky. Go ahead and play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means our next note is A. And A, remember, is our thumb down, index, middle, and pinky. This is the same A we played in the previous scale, but in the lower register. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you take a guess at what the next note's going to be? It's B flat. And just like the B flat before, it's thumb, index, index, and pinky. Why don't you play with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note is our C, so lift up thumb and lift up this index. Join in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then of course the next note is D, which is thumb down, thumb, and then middle, ring, index, middle, and ring. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our next one is E flat. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our next note is F, which is, remember, it's thumb down, then it's index, middle, ring, and then index and pinky. And then our next note is the higher register G. Actually, that's mid-range. All right, so why don't you play all the way up with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now working our way down, then it's F. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's E flat. So starting from the mid-ranged G. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next one's D. All right, let's start it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's C. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's B flat again. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then A and G. All right, let's play from the top going down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, this time, let's play the whole thing. We're gonna go up and then we're gonna come back down. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. This time I'm going to take the music out and we're going to try to do it from memory. Let's just work on going up. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Now let's just do it down from memory. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's play going up and down from memory. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful job today. Wow, that went by quick, didn't it? So, work on these two scales. Work on memorizing them and knowing their names and which flats are involved, because we have so many more scales to memorize, and they're going to change the name, they're going to change whether they're flats, whether they're sharps, how many there are in them. So let's just work on one, well, it's like one scale because it's B flat and E flat, but it's still a major and a minor scale. One starts on B flat, one starts on G. So if you practice them hand in hand, you'll kind of remember which ones go with what. It's a lot easier to do it that way than trying to learn them all at once. So practice these, get them down, then we can move on to the next scales. All right? Before I let you go, I'd like to send a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification button so you don't miss any of our lessons. Thanks for joining me, and until next time.